Pass by Smith is incomplete. Brian Gregory on coverage for Carroll College. It'll be Mason on the carry, tackled by Ryan. Trocine's pass is complete to Zach Davis. Ryan Gregory back to receive the punt for Carroll College.
Out of the end zone. There you go. There's
Zach Davis. Swiss pass is intended for Retzlaff. Pass intended for Davis. Broken up by Ryan Gregory, incomplete. With the big one.
Oh my gosh.
We'll have to figure that out.
3:48 left in the first. So 4th and 8. Mountaineers to punt, rugby style. Caught at the 35.
Gregory.
25.
Great coverage that time.
Not much of a return.
No, they were right there waiting for it. Number 39 leading the way. Cody Bartlett, the defensive back.
Gregory has had a nice year, Joe. Averaging over 12 a return.
Yeah, he stepped in and filled that position nicely for Carroll on special teams. And he's had lots of experience playing for Carroll as a defensive back, but this is the first year he's returned kicks. To see that they're putting in their backup quarterbacks, etc. I just saw Ryan Gregory check in as a receiver.
Here comes pressure.
There he is.
Pass is made and another touchdown.
Ryan Gregory.
Ryan Gregory.
Defensive back to wide receiver.
Ryan Gregory's return punts. Defensive back, receiver.
Yeah. And they had no plans to put this kid at receiver when the fall practice opened. He was a defensive back and return man. But again, the injuries have forced them to do some things. And again, you got to tip your hat to Nick Holler. He's finding the guys, and he's stealing them from Coach Van Dies's defense if he needs to. Well, I'm sure he had to ask permission, but it worked for him. When he checked in, they had a play in mind for him.
And really Carroll stepping up again, getting a 3 and out, giving your offense what should be, again, even with when you're back, good field position.
It should. And this putt should be better than the -2 yard effort the Rocky punter had the last trip. This one, this was a little better. A low kick though, very returnable. Gregory's got it. He's across midfield. The scampers into Bear territory. He slides into there. The Saints are going to have a 1st and 10 from the Bear 48-yard line. So excellent. Just doesn't happen.
Especially with how well they've been throwing the football.
Exactly. Receivers they have to work with. Punt is away. It is fielded at the 25. Ryan Gregory, he slips a couple tackles. 35, still going, folks. 45. Jumps over another person. He's into Bear territory across the 50 down near the 40 and 70-yard line. Maybe that'll spark Carroll. What a great return.
Yeah, that was almost Gregory by himself. He made the initial guy missed, ran through an arm tackle, and gives his offense great field position on their side of the about 47-yard line now. So this a great field position for Carroll with time becoming a little bit more important here, about 8 minutes left to move down the field and try to go ahead here late in the 4th quarter. It's been an adventure every time they've been on the field. So
special teams for both sides have been problematic. Carroll, it's a rush on. It's fielded by Gregory at the 31. Across the 40. Brought down at the 40 as it crosses the 40. So it'll be 30 seconds to go. They have 60 yards between themselves and the end zone. But really, they've got to get down around the 20-yard line to give themselves a chance here.
Another battle of the undefeateds.
And Sam Rutherford breaks one through, and it's a foot race. And he's finally brought down all the way down on the Carroll 18-yard line.
Right.
So Big Sam, another big run.
Ryan Gregory, number 2, 6-foot junior out of Spokane Falls in Washington. He catches Rutherford from behind.
All of a sudden, there's a little spark on the St. Sideline, and it's not that lightning that just flashed over Mount Helen. It just seems all of a sudden they've come alive.
Well, you went from beautiful, brilliant sunshine to I can barely see the field. It's so dark. It is really dark. That's another good punt. Fielded at the 14-yard line.
Gregory
Breaks the tackle. Gets a block.
Ryan Gregory.
Had about a man or two to beat. And a ankle tackle at the 45-yard line. And that spark just got a little bigger, Joe.
It certainly did. Number 93 makes the stop. That's Jacob Prowl. Otherwise, Gregory might be running in the end zone because after Prowl, all that was left was the kicker, the punter.
And the Frontier was back in action today after a conference-wide bye week last Saturday. The Carroll Saints hosted a struggling yet incredibly dangerous Eastern Oregon squad. So let's go to Helena. The Saints playing without wideout Connor Phone in this one, so they had to shuffle the receivers early. Pick it up in the first, 7-0 Eastern. Mac Roach finds Tanner Gustafson. That's the third string quarterback playing wideout. That's an 18-yard touchdown, tying it up at 7 apiece. 1 minute left in the first. Carroll on the 13. Roach finds Ryan Gregory. The Saints starting corner on defense sets a touchdown. The Saints lead 14-7. 5 to go in the half now. Zach Barlow faking the handoff and takes it off himself, the QB keeper, all the way into the end zone. We're tied 14 going into halftime. 20 seconds left in the third. On the one, TJ Ezekiel drops the rock but picks it back up, scoring off the Wildcat formation. Eastern leads 21-14. Under 2 minutes to go. Saints down 28-21, driving. Roach fires over the middle, picked off by Byron Benson, and that would wrap it up. The Saints stunned at home by Eastern Oregon, 28-21.
We just have a lot of players. It's not, and the sad thing is it's not one or two. And as coaches, we're either not coaching the right way or demanding enough out of them, but we got to make some changes because we've been dodging bullets. We know that. And today it caught up to us, and a team that is a very good football team, but 2 years ago they were 0-4. This year they're 1-4, and they took it to us.
Heartbreaking loss today for the Carroll Fighting Saints against the Eastern Oregon Mountaineers. They came out strong in the first quarter, but made some timely mistakes and couldn't quite get it done. One goal head coach Mike Van Diest had in mind for today was making sure the team got on the board in the first quarter. They definitely did just that. Roach connected well with his receivers early on, and they got 14 up in the first quarter. But Eastern Oregon came into this game ready to play. The Mountaineers quarterback, Zach Bartlow, took care of business with his run game. The Saints had some huge stops on defense, and they headed into the locker room tied with the Mountaineers, 14-14. But the second half is when things went downhill. The Mountaineers put 2 more touchdowns on the board. The Saints got 1 more up, and they threatened in the fourth quarter, but big mistakes by the offense caused the Saints to lose control and fall to the Eastern Oregon Mountaineers 28-21.
Today, the Eastern Oregon is a good football team, but we've got to get guys to start doing what they're coached to do. In the second half, defensively, we had 3 or 4 opportunities to sack the quarterback, and we lose contain. We missed tackles. Offensively, we threw interceptions in the fourth quarter, and you can't do that. And those are things that are just, good teams can't do that. And right now, we're not playing like a very good football team.
Better snap. Almost blind. Oh, better snap. Nice job. Oh!
Ryan Gregory brings it up to the 31.
Got by Lovesack, complete to Sean Sullivan.
Why are they like let's go, Snake! Run it back, Ryan! Ryan! Listen to me! Hey, buddy. What are you doing? Go! Go!
Dylan Barnes to punt for Northern.
Go again! Come on!
Give it to him, win.
Yesterday at the Fall Fest, I discovered that Mrs. McLaughlin and I have the same twisted music. And like, she's like one of the ladies. And like, you know, that's what I about it, but it's beautiful. Be careful. Yeah, be careful. Ryan, watch.